Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Lelouch, board-certified OBGYN physician with over 30 years of clinical experience. If you're watching this video, then you or someone you know has just been told they have herpes, genital herpes. And that can be a tough thing to hear, but I'm here to give you some information and to reassure you that as bad as you're feeling about it now, there will come a day when you'll think of it as something of minimal significance in your life. I want to reassure you that it's very common. We can get you through this, and its effect on your life will be small. Okay, so it's estimated that as many as 1 out of 4 of all adults have this infection. There are 2 types of the virus: the HSV1 type and the HSV2 type. The 2 type usually is found in the genital area, but can be in the oral area. And type 1 is usually in the oral area, but can be in the genital area. Okay? They're really like 99% the same virus. So cold sores are type 1, or the ones that go around the lips. So certainly you've seen somebody who's had a cold sore. There are medicines to get rid of those, but it's the same idea. So I'm going to try to keep these videos short, but give you as much information as I can. But what races through new patients who've been diagnosed this is my sex life over? Is it going to interfere with my ability to have kids? And the answer is no. You will be able to have a normal sex life, you'll have a normal healthy life, and you'll be able to have kids. There'll need to be precautions. You'll have to pay attention to it. You might need some medicines. It's going to interfere with your life at different times, but we're going to get you through it. And in the end, as I said, there are going to be a lot worse things that you face in your life, and it will become a minor nuisance in your life rather than probably the major disaster that it feels like right now. So first, let's go over a couple things. How can you catch it? Well, you can't really catch it from a toilet seat. You get it from having sex or intimate contact with someone else who has it, or from a cold sore, from oral sex. It generally is within a few weeks, a couple weeks of exposure. Might be 1 week, might be 2-3 weeks. And oftentimes, the first time you get it is the worst. You will get what's called a viremia, and the virus going throughout your body, and you feel like you have the flu. You can have a high fever, body aches, and often if it is genital, then you'll feel soreness in the inguinal area. Your lymph nodes down there get swollen, and that can be a sign of the infection. It also can be a hint later on that you're going to have a recurrence, that that area gets swollen. If you feel in there, you can feel the lymph nodes. Just like your throat, neck lymph nodes get enlarged and swollen when you have a sore throat. Okay, same idea. That's your body fighting it. So those lymph nodes are putting out the antibodies and the white blood cells that are fighting off this infection. Okay, now 50% of all patients who have the herpes virus only have 1 outbreak, or 1 that they detect. A lot of people have it and don't know it. If you have an outbreak and it wasn't that bad, and you didn't feel that sick, and it was not a bunch of sores, it may not have been your first, and you may not have realized it, because the first time you might have had such a bad illness or the flu that maybe you thought you had a yeast infection, didn't see the sores, and you just felt awful and didn't realize you had it. You certainly need to get customized, tailored information from your physician, but to individualize it to you. But I'm giving you general information. Now, there are medicines that you can take that will help suppress it. They stop the replication of the virus. They don't actually kill it, and they don't actually cure it. The main medications are acyclovir and Valtrex, valcyclovir. And there's another one, Famvir. Haven't prescribed that as often, don't use that as often. And the dosing depends on whether it's your first episode, where it is, or whether you have cold sores. It's a different dosing and different timing for that. Some people go on to have recurrent episodes. And if you have enough recurrent episodes, you might need a suppressive treatment, a suppression, so you're constantly taking medicine to decrease it, the frequency of the occurrences. If it's during pregnancy, then we give you preventative medicine near the end to help prevent an outbreak. So if you do get an outbreak when it's time to deliver a baby, then it can be dangerous to the baby, and so we would need to do a C-section. In my over 30 years of practicing medicine, I've never seen a baby catch the infection when we've known the patient has the infection. We give them the suppression, they do well. If they have an outbreak, we do a C-section. However, if we're not aware, we don't do the prevention, and there is an unexpected or the first outbreak right at the time of delivery and the baby catches it, it can be quite devastating, even life-threatening for a baby. So we need to take it seriously, and that means if you do have the infection, even if it goes away, be sure and mention it to the physician who's caring for you during the pregnancy. So these are some high-level bits of information that I'm giving you. I'm going to break this video up into another session to discuss some of the long-term features to watch out for. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. Please leave your comments. We appreciate it. Thank you.